There's a battlefield no one else can see. It doesn't exist in faraway lands, nor in stories of warriors and empires. It lives inside you. It is the war within. This war is not fought with weapons or shields. It is fought with honesty, with courage, and above all, with the willingness to face a part of yourself you've been running from, your shadow self. Carl Jung, the great psychologist, once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." The Stoics, long before Jung, echoed this idea in their own way. They believed that the greatest enemy is not outside us, but within. The irrational fears, unchecked desires, and hidden impulses we pretend don't exist. Today, we'll explore this hidden dimension of the self, why people repress their flaws, why acknowledging the shadow makes you whole, not broken, and how confronting this inner war can make you powerful beyond measure. Carl Jung introduced the idea of the shadow to describe the parts of ourselves we bury deep in the unconscious. Think of every impulse you've judged as unacceptable, every flaw you've tried to hide, every weakness you've covered with a mask of strength. All of it doesn't vanish. It collects. It lives in the dark, just out of sight. That is your shadow. But why do we create this shadow in the first place? From childhood, we are taught what is good and what is bad. We learn which emotions are acceptable and which will bring punishment or shame. If a child cries too much, they may be told, "Stop being weak." If they show anger, they may hear, "Don't be so aggressive." So, to survive, the child pushes parts of themselves underground. And this doesn't stop in childhood. As adults, we continue the same game. We wear masks to fit in with society, to be seen as successful, kind, or admirable. But beneath the mask, the shadow waits. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote, "If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake, I will gladly change. For I seek the truth by which no one was ever harmed." Notice the humility here. Marcus knew that denying his flaws would blind him, but acknowledging them, embracing them, would make him stronger. Most people live in denial of their shadow. They repress it. Why? Because the truth is uncomfortable. It's painful to admit. You are capable of anger, envy, selfishness, cruelty. It's easier to project those qualities onto others. When you hate someone for being arrogant, often you are confronting your own arrogance that you haven't accepted. When you despise someone for being weak, perhaps you are running from your own vulnerability. Seneca, another Stoic, said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." Repression works the same way. We fear that if we face our flaws, they will overwhelm us. So we lock them away. But in doing so, we give them more power. The shadow you deny becomes the master you cannot see. It leaks out in sudden bursts of rage, envy, or self-sabotage. It whispers in addictions, in broken relationships, in choices that betray your deepest values. Repression does not destroy the shadow. It only feeds it. So what do we do? How do we fight this war within? The answer is not to destroy the shadow. The answer is to confront it, to know it, and in knowing it, to master it. The Stoics taught a daily practice of self-examination. Each night, Seneca would reflect. What did I do well today? Where did I fall short? How can I improve tomorrow? This is not self-condemnation, it is self-awareness. It is the warrior sharpening his blade before battle. Carl Jung echoed this practice in his idea of shadow work. By observing your reactions, your judgments, and your fears, you begin to notice where the shadow hides. You ask yourself, why did that person's success make me bitter? Why did I feel the need to lie about something so small? Why did I lose my temper so quickly? Each question is a torch, lighting the caves of the unconscious. The Stoic and the Jungian approach meet here. Both demand honesty. Both require courage. And both remind us that the war within is not won by pretending to be perfect, but by facing imperfection directly. What happens when you acknowledge your shadow? You become whole. You stop wasting energy pretending to be flawless. You stop projecting your flaws onto others. And you gain access to hidden strengths. For within the shadow is not only darkness, but power. The energy of anger, when acknowledged, can become assertiveness. And courage, the energy of envy, can be transformed into ambition and self-improvement. The energy of fear can sharpen awareness and prepare you for challenges. Jung believed that to become whole, you must integrate your shadow. The Stoics would agree. They never said, eliminate anger. They said, do not be ruled by anger. They never said, never feel fear. They said, see fear for what it is, a judgment of the mind, and use it wisely. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Integration is this realization. Your shadow is not your enemy. It is part of your mind. And when you accept it, you take back your power. Let us be clear, confronting the shadow is not a one-time victory. It is a lifelong practice. Every day, new situations will test you. Every day, the shadow will whisper in subtle ways. Every day, you must return to the battlefield of the mind. But this is not cause for despair. It is the path of growth. The Stoics embraced this constant struggle. Epictetus taught his students to see life as training in the gymnasium. Every hardship, every temptation, every inner battle was an opportunity to strengthen the soul. In the same way, Jung saw individuation, the process of becoming whole, as a lifelong journey. You do not conquer the shadow once and for all. You learn to live with it, to dialogue with it, to transform it into wisdom. And in doing so, you discover freedom. The war within is the most important battle you will ever fight. Not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. To repress your flaws is to remain a prisoner of them. To acknowledge them is to become free. Carl Jung gave us the language of the shadow. The Stoics gave us the tools of discipline, reflection, and reason. Together, they offer a powerful path to confront what you fear in yourself and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more whole. So tonight, before you sleep, try this. Sit quietly, reflect on the day, ask yourself, not with judgment, but with honesty, where did my shadow show itself today? And then remind yourself, this is not weakness. This is the battlefield of growth. For the storm you master is not out there, it is a storm within. And when you face your shadow with courage, you do not just survive it, you transform it. You master your storm.